says that he's going to kick your all's butt.
Yeah, they're the team to beat. If you ask me right now who's the top team in the district, I'm going to say Roma.
You're going to say Roma.
I think they're that good. They were a good ball club the last 2 years, and they got an awful lot coming back next year. So they're going to be tough. They're going to be a force to be dealt with, no doubt.
Traveling to Laredo, was this something you guys expected, or is this a surprise for you guys?
No, not expected at all, Carlos. But don't really care, man.
Yeah.
We'll travel. We'll get on the bus and we'll plan and we'll organize our trip, and we'll be, we do everything down to the minute, from a rest stop to a loading and unloading, and it's just, to me, travel is what you make of it,
Sure.
and we do a good job with it
Sure.
at our school. We're travel doesn't bother me. Driving to Laredo doesn't bother us, and it's just it's those Tuesday nights, those other teams that are going to have to be traveling. The finances, the school nights that's discouraging for us as an athletic coordinator and as a program. But as far as football is concerned, hey, let's get on the bus and let's get it on.
Absolutely, Coach. You see this as a pretty tough district, of course, with Sharyland's going to be good once again. Pioneers up and coming. Roma, we talked about them. And then, of course, you guys,
Yeah, it's a tough district.
Yeah.
It was tough last year. It's going to be tough this year. Both those Sharyland schools are going to be really, really good, in my opinion. Like I said, I think Roma's probably the district favorite right now. Valley View, they're up and coming. Then you got the Star County bunch out there with Rio Roma. Now we're, I don't know much about the Laredo schools. It'll be one of the things we're on the next couple of days is trying to get some film and see what we got. Going to be going against over there. But it's gonna. I like the 9 teams though, Carlos.
Sure,
don't
absolutely.
Get me wrong. 19. And I made this comment to your guy John over there a while ago. You make the playoffs in a 9-team district, you've earned it. You win a district championship in a 9-team district, you've earned it. And I like that. I'm not happy about losing 2 really good non-district games, and that's what happened to us today.
Sure.
That's the biggest setback to me. The only negative that I've come out of with football-wise today is we lost 2 quality non-district opponents.
Right.
That's it, man. Everything else, hey, let's rock and roll.
So for non-district, what are y'all going to do?
We're going to open with Harlingen. We'll go down to Harlingen, and then we'll play our rivalry game against Mission there at Tom Landry. That's it. That's all we got.
Well, since we're talking about Mission, your reaction, Coy Dettenborough, I don't know if you heard yet, but he's the new head coach over there.
Yeah, certainly. I'm gonna decline comment on that one. Nothing against Coy or Mission, or that's just a situation that I'm not going to touch, and I'm going to stay out of. Had nothing to do with me, and best of luck to him.
A lot of people down here in the Valley are pulling for Lupe. He's been around here and stuff. So, but that's just the way the ball bounces, and Lupe will get his opportunity someplace else.
I certainly hope so. I feel he's very deserving. He's done a great job for us, and it's like I've told him selfishly. I'm glad he's back with us. But I'm not a selfish person.
Sure, absolutely.
And, I want to see him get his opportunity, and I believe he will soon.
All right, Coach. Let's talk a little bit about your team now.
Okay.
Of course, Landry, your son.
Yep.
Landry Gilpin at quarterback.
Right.
Were you guys working in the off season right now, or what are you all doing?
Right now we'll hit our football phase in March. So right now we're in the weight room. We're in our strength phase, and we're outside doing our station work. But we'll start football in March. No, those guys are out throwing. They're out there throwing 3 days a week. They come in on their own in the mornings at 7:15 and throw for about 30, 45 minutes. Before they get into the athletic period. So we're real happy with our skill kids and their commitment to what we're doing right now. But it's definitely a plus having Landry back the next 3 years. We're excited about that.
What about the rest of the team? You had I know some good receivers.
Yeah.
You had quality receivers. You
Right.
had 2 or 3 of those guys.
And we lost Bobby Tovar. That's 100 catches and 1,500 yards. That's a lot to replace. But we feel like we have some guys that can step and do that, and all the other guys are back. Skill position is the strength of our team right now. We got Diego Hernandez back at quarterback. We got our receivers back. We feel real good about our backfield right now. We got to see who's going to come out on top, but we feel good about them. Now, having said that, defensively we have 1 starter returning. We are going to be replacing everybody, and our offensive line the same thing. So we've got some holes to fill. Offseason's gone great.
Sure.
We've had a tremendous offseason up to this point, Carlos, and we're expecting great things out of the next bunch of kids that are fixing to step up and step in.
All right.
So having all that said, Coach, what do you see what's going to be the biggest challenge this offseason? Is it going to be the defense? Because having only one.
Without a doubt, man. Defensively, we've got an inside linebacker. A kid broke it, Juan Baradas. And that's it. Everybody else is going to be brand new. And, we're losing some quality kids there. So it is a challenge. But it's one that we're embracing right now. We're looking forward to. And, any time that you're going to be tested, any time that you're going to start off with a new bunch of kids, it's always exciting. Just like it's a new district right now. It's exciting, man. We're going to see some new people, see these Laredo schools. So, it's, we feel good about where we're at. We really do. We're going to be unproven.
Yeah.
You know, we certainly don't deserve to be picked to do anything at this point, but we feel when it all said and done at the end, we're going to be in the mix.
And how much of motivation is like for your son Landry? You know, only a freshman starting this year. Now he's going to be a sophomore. So how big is that experience factor of already, you know, in the playoffs, winning a playoff game, going forward?
It's a great question, and it's huge. You know, it's like he tells me, you know, he everything he does now, he feels like he belongs. He's been there with the speed of the game. You know, he was able to step in and be successful, you know, at the quarterback position, whereas up till then, he was a backup wide receiver, you know, just trying to get his feet wet and, hey, do I belong here? You know, I'm only here because of my dad, you know, or am I talented enough to do it? And now he knows. He understands he's talented. Right now he's out there in track season and getting ready, and he's one of our top track kids. Again, as a freshman, you know, where maybe he wouldn't have had that mentality if he hadn't had the success that he had during football season. So the time that he spent on the field this year is only going to benefit him going in. There's no question marks about him going into it next year.
Yeah, because let's be honest, not a lot of freshmen can say
Absolutely.
they went out there in a varsity game, started, and won a playoff game. So that's a pretty unique situation you guys got down there. So the future is indeed bright for you guys.
All right, Coach. And baseball's coming up. I know your all's baseball team did very well last year.
Yeah.
How are they looking this year?
High hopes. You know, Coach Smith's going to always downplay everything. We're not going to be very good. We lost a lot of kids, and we did. We lost some, but we got some good ones back too.
Sure, absolutely.
So we're excited about baseball, and those guys are out there knocking it around right now, and, you know, baseball's ready to go.
Absolutely.
And Noel Vela, you guys, he's a junior. He's their ace. Y'all are actually looking for the four-peat in district.
Yes. Yeah,
so.
we've got 3 straight. We went to the Sweet 16 last year. You know, really, really excited about what our baseball team has done. You know, starting to fill up a trophy case in there with gold gloves, you know, and that's obviously the goal of all of our teams is to win championships, and baseball's done a great job. And having Noel back kind of keeps everything a little bit we're not going to worry too much about what we lost because we got guys like that back.
Okay, Coach Gilpin, you're from the second hardest district in the Valley because 32 6A is the hardest one.
32 6A.
So you guys are right after them.
Is low now. You know, we felt that way last year about our district, and, you know, not much change. You know, Edinburgh Vela moved on up to 6A, but everything else, like I said, though, man, you make the playoffs in a 9-team district, you've done your job, and as a staff and as a program. So we're looking forward to that challenge, Carlos.
Sounds good. Go Mean Green.
Heck yeah, baby. Heck
All
yeah.
right. Thanks a lot, Coach. Appreciate it.
Right.
Coach David Gilpin, my former supervisor at the University of North Texas.
Here you go.
I was a referee over there, Kevin. That's one of my jobs in college, refereeing intramurals flag football at the University of North Texas, and Coach Gilpin. So things are moving along here pretty well.
Yeah, I really like the point he made about a 9-team district because you say when you make the playoffs or you win you make the playoffs is one thing and you deserve it, and then sure as heck you deserve it even more if you win a district with 9 teams in a district. So that's something. I think the only Valley school with a 9-team district was also the 5A. That has 9 teams in the district, but that's going to be a gauntlet because, you know, it's 6 teams already enough, you know, and then you add 9 teams to a district, and if you make the playoffs, you know, only 4 make it out of 9, so it's going to be really tough. And then I think, you know, another challenge for them is, you know, he said, you know, they hadn't seen a lot of the Figueroa, Martin, or Nixon, the 3 new schools in the 31 5A. So, like he said, they're going to get right onto the tape. And I think Roma said they have a little bit of familiarity with Laredo, so we'll see what happens. But that 31 5A is going to be a lot of fun. And I think the team, you know, to beat is probably going to be Roma. And then Sherryland Pioneers kind of this year, you know, they made some strides. And I think they're going to be a lot like Vela, where they started out their program. You know, they started small, and each year you saw the progression of the team. And then, you know, last year we saw Pioneer make those steps forward. You know, they showed a lot of athleticism. They hung around with the big boys for about a half, and then in the second half they kind of faded away. But I think this may be the year where Pioneer kind of gets it all together and could potentially make the playoffs, you know, or maybe, you know, a half a game out or something like that.
You know, what Coach Gilpin talked about also was the traveling. You know, the traveling to the Laredo schools, especially on a Tuesday night. You got volleyball, you know, you got softball, baseball. You got all those sports that play during the week as well, and they're going to have to travel. What's going on, Coach Smith? What are they going to, you know, they're going to have to travel to Laredo during the middle of the week, play a game till about 9 o'clock or so. Then you get back, 2 hours later, it's going to be 11 o'clock at night, so it's going to be a late night for those kids in that 130, what was it, 131 5A.
Yep. Yeah, but I mean, for football, it's going to be a little bit different because, you know, they play their games on Friday night, so they'll have Saturday to rest up. But yeah, that's definitely going to be a challenge for those mid-season sports like basketball and stuff like that. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And then